Shake me, don't break me. Look, it's 6:30 time for Sports Small Swords.
Brought to you by the Wilhite Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Go to WilhiteWins.com.
Well, a win is a win.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it.
I know it was the Jets, but a win is a win. Dak Prescott threw 2 of his 4 touchdown passes to Jake Ferguson. Dallas scored on 2 90-yard drives in the second quarter with a makeshift offensive line because so many of them are hurt. And the Cowboys rolled past the winless New York Jets 37-22 yesterday. Javonte Williams ran for 135 yards and a touchdown, also caught a touchdown pass. George Pickens also had a TD reception, and the Cowboys bounced back from a 40-40 tie against Green Bay last week, and that's still a sore spot for me.
Right?
Yes.
Ugh.
The Cowboys' victory gave Coach Brian Schottenheimer a win over the team for which he was the offensive coordinator from 2006 to 2011. It also kept the Jets winless under Aaron Glenn, who's the first coach in franchise history to begin his tenure with 5 losses. Now, Dallas defense, which has kind of struggled without Micah Parsons, didn't let the Jets do much until the game was pretty much well in hand. Now, the Cowboys will play on the road again next Sunday against the Carolina Panthers.
It took 287 days, but the Philadelphia Eagles have finally lost a game. And that does not make me sad.
No,
reason to celebrate here. The Denver Broncos ended the defending champions' 10-game winning streak, which dates back to week 16 of last season. Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts had won 18 straight games that he started and finished. Philly lost in week 16 last year when he got injured. Also, Bo's Saints finally won a game.
Give it another shout-out.
After 10 straight losses, quarterback Spencer Rattler picked up his first NFL victory against the New York Giants, 26-14. While Rattler was solid, it was the Saints' defense and special teams that got the job done. 3 fumbles recovered, 1 returned for a touchdown, 2 interceptions, and 4 made field goals. Also, last night, the Buffalo Bills lost their first game this season. They got upset by the Patriots, 23-20, and I wouldn't care normally, but I had picked them in our NFL picks, so that upsets me.
There you go.
Lost.
There you go.
Further into the NFL. Now, just a few days ago, last Thursday night in Los Angeles, the San Francisco 49ers just stomped the LA Rams in dramatic fashion. And over the weekend, it was revealed that 49ers quarterback Mac Jones, who threw for 342 yards and 2 touchdowns in that Thursday game, he had a really rough start to his game day last Thursday. He's standing on the balcony of his hotel, looking out at the scenery. Hours before kickoff, he sees a deceased person floating in the marina.
Yeah, I read about that.
Wow. Yeah. The LA County Sheriff's Department is still investigating the incident. Somehow, some way, Jones blocked out the dead body drama and he took care of business on the field, and we commend him for that.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine?
Just looking down there.
I know.
Is that a log?
That's traumatic.
Well, it was a good weekend of college football, at least for me. Sorry, Annabelle, your Longhorns got beat by Florida.
I know. We were listening to the game on the way to TCU, and I had to turn it off.
That cost them. Miami moved back to number 2 in the Associated Press college football poll. Texas Tech has its highest ranking since 2008, and Penn State and Texas fell all the way out of the top 25 for the first time since 2022 after the 2 top 10 teams lost to unranked opponents.
One of the headlines I read yesterday said, let's face it, the Longhorns aren't a very good team. That hurts.
Yeah, but it makes me laugh.
I know it does.
Number 1, Ohio State was dominant in its win over Minnesota, but its 41st place votes were its fewest since ascending to the top 5 weeks ago. Oh, did I mention my Aggies winning it?
Yes, yeah, they're 5-0. Yeah.
Now they're ranked at number 5.
Wow.
Texas A&M hammered Mississippi State. Number 9, Texas Tech cracked the top 10 for the first time since it was number 8 in the final regular season poll in 2008. Georgia moves up 2 spots to number 10 after its win over Kentucky. And TCU, they looked like they were going to blow it against Colorado.
It really did.
Really?
It was a nail-biter of a game Saturday night.
Did y'all have a good time out there Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Hell
We had
yeah.
a great time.
The weather was nice, too. Also, SMU pounded Syracuse 31-18. While we were in Frog Alley, this lady named Mary Jane came up and said, I listen to y'all all the time. Just as sweet as she she could be. So we wanted to say a big shout out to Miss Mary Jane.
Yeah,
all right?
we had a bunch of people stop by in Frog Alley, so thank you so much. Hey, veteran NFL sideline reporter Pam Oliver was on the call of Sunday afternoon's New York Jets versus Dallas Cowboys game. She's part of the broadcasting team that includes Greg Olson as the color commentator and Jason Benetti, who is filling in for Gio Davis, who's working the MLB playoffs right now. Now, Oliver, a veteran NFL sideline reporter, has sparked concern with her appearance and performance in recent weeks, with fans taking to social media to express concern about her. And she has at times struggled to give sideline updates.
Yeah.
Back in 2021, I don't know if you remember this, but she said in an interview, she suffers from debilitating migraines. Let's talk about those MLB playoffs. Toronto's beatdown to the New York Yankees in game one was brutal, but yesterday's was even worse. They beat the Yankees 13-7 in game two.
Yeah.
They lead the best of five series, 2-0. Teams that take a 2-0 lead at home in a division series, by the way, have won it 31 out of 34 times with 20 sweeps. Ouch. Game 3 tomorrow night at 7:08. Meanwhile, the Seattle Mariners were able to bounce back yesterday. They beat the Detroit Tigers in a nail-biter 3-2 to even up that series at 1 game apiece. Game 3 tomorrow. Today, by the way, you can check out Game 2 of the Phillies versus the Dodgers series on TBS. The Dodgers lead the series 1-0. And then tonight, it's the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Chicago Cubs. Brewers are up 1-0 in the best of 5 game series.
There you go.
What the hell is up with NFL athletes getting in trouble with the law?
Oh, I know.
Oh, Mark
Man.
Sanchez.
Yes.
Oh, man, that's horrible
It
story.
just doesn't stop. And, you kind of get embarrassed to talk about it on the show. Former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez is in deep doo-doo with the law after being accused of approaching and assaulting a delivery driver while intoxicated. Then before the driver stabbed him multiple times in what the driver described as self-defense. This is one hell of a skirmish that broke out between these two. Authorities said Sanchez was hospitalized, later placed under arrest for battery with injury, unlawful entry of a motor vehicle, and PI, public intoxication. Police allege that Sanchez approached a truck driver making a delivery at a nearby hotel and then escalated the encounter, which eventually got Sanchez stabbed right there on the spot.
Well, what
I'll
did
be
he start a fight
I
about?
guess because he was drunk.
It's not clear. I'm thinking it was a drunken, angry episode.
But when the story first broke, and I told you about it on Saturday, Bo, the story was that he was seriously injured in the hospital because of a stabbing. And you think, oh, well, he was mugged or something. And then you find out later, Saturday night, that he's the one that instigated and it was self-defense.
Yeah.
Well, how do you get mad at a guy who's just making a delivery in a hotel? I'm going to go start some trouble.
Crazy people in the world.
Tequila, Jägermeister, something like that.
Victory Plus is celebrating the return of Dallas Stars hockey by driving an ice cream truck around DFW now through Friday. And the ice cream is free.
I love it. If it's free, it's for me.
Just download the free Victory Plus app on your phone and find the Puck, Drop, and Chill truck at scheduled locations all around here. And you can score free treats, meet celebrity guests, win prizes, and so much more. The Stars season gets underway this coming Thursday when the Stars face the Winnipeg Jets in the Winnipeg. All right, get ready. A freaking full file. Next on the Bo and Ben Show. Dallas Fort Worth Classic Rock, Lone Star 92.5. Well, we're a little comfortably numb because it's Monday morning.
Very true.
But we're going to get through this week, I promise. Now it's time for the freaking Fool File. Throw your current lifestyle overboard. That is the advertisement for Victoria Cruise Lines, which bills itself as the world's first affordable residential cruise ship. In other words, you live on there.
Yeah, I know a lot of senior citizens that are doing that because they say it's cheaper than living in a nursing home or adult living
Assisted
facility.
living, yeah.
Cabins typically go for about $3,840 a month for a 3-year voyage to 15 or 115 countries, and travelers from all over the world have the option of doing the route for as long as they want to. Well, for Australians Dennis and Tara Wan from Perth, Australia, they were excited by the prospect of at home sea living on a cruise ship. The advertisement on Facebook couldn't have come at a better time because they had just planned their retirement. 3 years later, the ship has yet to sail.
No,
Oh my God.
they were scammed.
In fact, they and other would-be cruise residents have found that Victoria Cruise Lines does not even own or have a lease on the ship that is being advertised.
That's horrible.
Oh, man.
The ones are just two of dozens of people who have been waiting for their refund for their deposits. They sold their homes, rehomed all their pets, and put their belongings in storage. Calls to Victoria Cruise Lines haven't been answered.
It's a shocker.
Surprise, surprise.
Lawyer up.
Well, Bo, here's a story out of Washington State. A 48-year-old man was arrested after setting fire to 2 adult novelty shops in Snohomish County, Washington. The first fire happened around 7:44 p.m. at Adult Airport Video. So not that much of a novelty shop as a sex shop, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Apparently, security footage showed the man carrying a gasoline can, entering the store and dumping gas on the floor before he set it on fire. Flames even ignited the bottom of his boots as he ran away. So I guess he looked like the Human Torch from Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
There were several customers in the building's adult theater section at the time. You know, the ones with the private room where you can, well, you know. Yeah. About 2 hours later, the same man set fire to the door of the Love Zone while the owner was in the back office.
The Love Zone. Yeah.
Police found the suspect nearby at a Value Village parking lot where the man did not come peacefully. He threw a metal object at a deputy and then he tried to run away. He was arrested on charges including 2 counts of arson, burglary, and resisting arrest.
What, did he get burned on a package of rubbers?
Or maybe he was religious.
Maybe so.
You know,
Well, that's not how you go about it if you're religious. You see.
Well, burn in the fires of hell.
Well, this is from the devil
Tempting
himself.
people.
Walk into the adult store, get struck by lightning. This is another freaking Fool File story about the dangers of gasoline, my friends.
Oh.
And this time it's a Floridian that's up to no good. Sheriff's deputy in Leon County, Florida, had a case of mistaken identity when he confused a man pumping gas with a man holding a gun.
Oh, that looked just like a gas pump.
I could see it.
Yeah,
But with the hose.
The right shadows and all that kind of stuff, I can see where it would be a dangerous threat. It was a Circle K parking lot. The officer hopped out of his car. He drew his gun at a man asking him to show his hands, and the unnamed man complied. And when the man was asked what he was doing, he said, "I'm filling up gas cans." And from there, the officer said, "You understand that you're holding the pump like it's a pistol, right?"
What?
And the guy defended his movements. He goes, "Well, I had the pump in my hand and I was waving at the attendant inside to go, hey, turn on the pump, turn on the pump." So to a cop, that looked pretty dangerous. He said that's not what it looked like to those driving on the road either. How many guns have you seen with a gas pump hose attached to it?
Yeah.
Not very many, but it could have been a flamethrower.
Oh,
Yes, it
yeah.
could. Yeah.
People carry those around with them all the time.
It's
In
Florida.
movies, they do.
Oh, yeah.
And in
yeah.
Florida, you never know, Bo.
Oh, listen to this one. Russian women are reportedly paying up to 20,000 rubles, which is $245 American, for tiny wigs that they glue to their pubic area for a more natural look inspired by the 1990s. I remember the 90s, and I didn't even say the word pubic hair that much.
Oh my gosh. So they're paying so it looks
Yes.
bushier?
Yes.
Ew.
According to Russian media, the popularity of pubic hair wigs has skyrocketed in recent months, inspired by a naturalness trend sweeping Russia.
A
The
furkini.
Merkins. Both young men and women are flocking to online stores and marketplaces to look for realistic pubic wigs.
Oh, that's gross.
Now, you're probably asking yourself, Self, why would someone need such a bizarre accessory? But the answer is simple. Most users want to adhere to the natural look of their nether regions, but don't really want to grow their own hair for multiple reasons.
Okay.
Some have opted for permanent hair removal. Others just don't want to deal with the itchiness of growing hair, so pube wigs are the perfect solution.
Whatever.
Imagine explaining that somebody comes over to you. Hey, what the hell is that right there? Is that a
It's-
bug or
And
a
you know how
fire?
they attach that, don't you? They use that spirit gum.
Oh no!
Oh.
So
glue.
that glue. That's nasty.
A furkini.
Well,
Ugh.
it's about what it is. Oh, Lord.
Hey, coming up next hour, we have tickets to a big show. The boss tells us it's a huge concert coming to town, but they don't trust us with the information, so
Nope.
we won't find out who it is until 9 this morning with you guys.
Yes,
But
okay.
we do have your tickets to this mystery concert at around 7:50. And since the Cowboys won yesterday, if you want to win the tickets, tell them what they have to do, Bo.
They have to solve a Cowboys Monday morning mathematical mind mangler. All you will need is the stats from the game, or maybe a calculator, and it will end up with a number. You tell me what Cowboys player wears that
All right.
number.
And we'll do that next hour right here on the Bo and Them Show on Dallas Fort Worth Classic Rock, Lone Star 92.5.